Hello, everybody. Welcome once again to the Brony Show. I am your host here to bring you the Brony community for this week. I am Circuit Main. And I'm also joined by my wonderful group of panelists here to also talk Pony. We are joined by DM21. We are also joined by Deathlight.
Nay.
We are joined by Tech.
All that effort to make the casserole was worth it.
We are joined by Tokoi.
I got whoppers.
Wow, there's a lot to unpack there really quickly. And we got Suki of the Otaku Ascended.
I'll show you a whopper.
Jeez, we went from casserole to whoppers. Okay. But yes, actually, this is perfect. Because for the show today, we're playing a bit of catch-up. Now, of course, everybody knows that a couple of weeks ago, it was a month ago, really, we had our 600th episode, which was a spectacular fun time. And then shortly after that, we had conventions galore and basically getting back on track. Which, yeah, we are here and we are getting back on track. But along with that, we had a massive... The call's a lot lower than your microphone. Why does it feel like my audio just completely went to hell all of a sudden?
Yeah, we had that complaint yesterday as well.
Yeah, no, that's really I think it might have been because of all the stuff I was messing with. All right, so I'm turning down my microphone audio. Hopefully this doesn't affect the recording too much to anybody else. CMC, could you let me know how that sounds with everybody else? Everybody, start making noises. Did we have somebody just randomly saying ghosts over and over?
I was curious about that.
You know what? I asked.
The ghost of jealousy.
Actually, it's important that we get our audio levels fixed because the reason that we are really pushing into this is due to the fact that we are going to be doing a catch-up episode. Mostly due to the fact that we have over 5 hours in total of video content. Granted, there's a good chance that we're not even going to watch close to half of that. I mean, not even close to a quarter of it. But it is still a lot to go through. And so I figure it's time to buckle down and enjoy a little bit of relaxation, especially since we are about to go, basically plunge headfirst into the holiday season. Over here in America, we have Thanksgiving that is next week. And then after that, pretty much the entirety of the world is going to be celebrating Christmas or Yuletide or Hanukkah or Ramadan or Kwanzaa or Festivus or the solstice, however you want to call it. Basically, the next month is a massive, massive holiday celebration for everybody for many, many, many different reasons. And that just means insanity, chaos, and, well, the holiday spirit, I suppose.
And more chaos.
Yes.
Bah humbug.
So, I am currently here in my wonderful Nerik Kiggy that I got from Ciderfest. I don't have any chips or nuts or anything, but I do have a wonderful mixed drink of Flareon. A Flareon mixed drink from the recipe cards that Railroad Brony sells. So, sure to check them out. Flareon's Best Boy. And we're going to enjoy some wonderful video content. But before we do that, we still have some news. We still have follow-ups. And I think it's about time to finally address the other elephant in the room. The massive 10-page... Yes, the anime girl just like Santa. That's a different elephant. But the massive 10-page story that was written by one of our own that has been eagerly awaiting for us to actually talk about it.
You can always push it to next show if you think it would be better use to put it
We have
on
been doing
video.
that for the past 3 months. We're getting
There-
it done now.
You have
Okay.
no idea what I had to do to pad the schedule. I'm not gonna lie. There is not a lot going on, and we're probably gonna have even less. So, might as well get some of the bigger stuff out of the way so we know what we're dealing with.
Okay.
Trust me on this. Don't worry. But of course, let's go ahead, warm up our vocal cords, talk a little bit about what's going on with ourselves, and we do that with a generous, healthy hope bowl full of wubs. And so I would like to ask all of you, as we do every week, as we do every time, as we do whenever we do this, because we do it every week, every time, every week, every day. Why every day? I don't know. I'm stalling. What's up, Bronies?
Oh, I wish people would communicate better because yesterday when I came home, someone in the house decided, you know what, we're going to put in a new window. So I had to go and lift that.
Yeah, I think I'm at the point in my life with communication where if somebody wants to do something with me or is planning on something that's going to affect me, I want them to send me a text message with exact details. So one, I have that. So they said, I told you about this. I'm like, no, you didn't. I would have told you to send me the message if you did, because I'm sick and tired of people telling me this, and it's not true. Granted, it's only a few people, but still, it's been happening enough that it's actually gotten to the point of frustration. But yeah. Anyway, so a little bit of who else has some wub that they want to throw out there?
I recently visited some friends of mine last weekend.
Ooh, nice. I always love a good friendly visit, you know?
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've seen them, so it was great.
Yeah. Me personally, I technically have a new chair.
Nice.
Yeah, I literally threw out a couch for a chair.
Was it worth it though?
This couch, this couch went bad long ago. I used it all throughout the pandemic, and when I was working from home. The problem is that when I got it, it was pretty used when I first got it to begin with. And I think it finally gave up to the ghost in a really bad way where I think it was actually affecting my back and my ability to sit on it, to the point where last week I started to get headaches if I was sitting on it for longer than an hour.
Isn't this the same couch that you and Blank had when he was still there?
It might have been. I think I might have got it close to the time that he was moving out at the same time, so I can't be 100% certain on that. But it was an older couch, and now it is outside, and I'm just waiting for somebody to say, "Hey, I can fix her. I can fix her. I know I can," and take her home with her, because otherwise it's just gonna stay on my yard forever. Well, not forever, but it's going to take a long time before I can get rid of it proper, because I have like major giant trash pickup days.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Those usually happen during spring or summer.
Yeah, but most of the time it's still, I can't say it's good furniture, but it's decent furniture still, and somebody probably could fix it if they had the know-how. So I think it still has some legs on it if somebody really, really wanted to. The problem is I don't really, really want to, and I'm hoping somebody feels like they can. So, let's see if that couch ever vanishes by the end of the week. But for now, I have been doing a lot better back-wise. I even had a nice little nap in the chair. The problem is the reason why I even got the chair. Apparently, Big Lots is shutting down almost all of their stores. And that was one of my go-to places for a cheap pony that you may not be able to find much anywhere else. I got so many figures from there. I got like 3-4 different figures of Pip. I don't know why I have so much Pip now, but I do. Pip, Pip, hooray.
You need more Pip.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently,
You needed a Pip in your step.
Apparently, I did need a Pip in my step.
Circuit's a pip squeak.
Pip, Pip, hooray.
Well,
Yeah, go ahead.
I didn't do a whole lot.
Oh yeah, no, I mean it. Yeah,
That's an
yeah.
understatement.
show the video evidence.
No, there's no video evidence. It's just an image.
I know it's
Exhibit A.
images, but still.
That was only like 2 hours worth of work.
Still, I would never be able to take out an engine like that. That is wild stuff to me.
It's only three. It's only three only 3 power plugs, a vacuum line, and 3 bolts, and the whole engine comes out.
You know, it's kind of surprising how little is really holding in that massive engine like that in every single car.
It's not that heavy. That thing, I can lift it. I can deadlift that thing. It is that stupidly light.
Really?
Yeah, it's only like a few hundred pounds.
I honestly never would have guessed. I really never. I mean, every time I ever see an engine out, they got like 5 different chains on it on this special hook rig, and it's like they're treating it like some sort of crazy heavy open heart surgery. It's like...
There is some engines where you don't want to get anywhere near it because if the chain snaps, it will kill you. But that is not one of those.
Yeah.
You know what? I've heard about timing chains and stuff like that. So yeah, that's fair. That is absolutely fair.
Yeah, so I actually cleaned up the engine bay after, Sunday morning. So it's basically all ready for the Nissan engine to go in. I just need to finish up some wiring, and then we can just shove it in, and away we go.
Yep. And
the most important wiring for that is the wiring for like the actual starter is pretty much exactly the same. It's the alternator wires where I need to go and cycle it around because it's on the wrong side of the engine. But that's it. It's not that bad.
Also, Sonic, I did recall you mentioning the Motor City Comic Con last week. Still, congrats on that awesome little visit there.
And from just a quick Google, they can range from as low as like 220 pounds to about 500, depending on standard. The real ones you need to work out for are the 1,000-pound ones, which, yeah.
I would say the one in my Silverado is like 500 pounds, but that's because it's an aluminum block. The standard ones are around 700. And then when you get up to about 1,000 pounds is when you get into diesel territory.
Yeah.
Cummins, when it's fully loaded, is about 1,200 pounds with all the accessories. Ask me how I know.
Because you work in car mechanics?
That's part of it. Also, I had one land on my arm at one point.
Oh boy.
How the fuck are you still having feeling in that arm?
He may not.
It's my numb arm actually, so I didn't feel it.
So I guess there's your answer. He doesn't have feeling because he doesn't have feeling.
It's also the same hand where I broke 2 fingers, didn't notice until I got home. So.
Woof. Okay. All right. Away from finger breakage. Anybody else have any other wub that they want to throw in there before we get on with the dub? All right, let's go ahead and move on. And news. Not a lot. It's actually gotten kind of quiet, but it is the holiday season. Not entirely surprising. So let's go ahead and go over what we do have, and we are going to introduce another slight segment. Oh, thank goodness! Now this looks like a con thing. Starting off with the pony con thing. We have
Yay!
Look at all these cons! Alright, let's start off with the most recent one that's coming up, the Winter Raid, that is going to be in the middle of December. This, of course, is the 3rd December in a row for the House of Bells doing the Winter Rave concert, all for the benefits of charity for cancer relief. So, honestly, recommend checking it out. Enjoy the fun, lots of music, lots of performers, good cause, and it's right in the middle of the holiday spree. I'd say that it's as good a time as any to enjoy some good old pony music. Then, of course, the next con after that will be Vancouver over in Canada.
Oh, Canada.
I want some poutine, please.
I've never had poutine.
I never had real poutine. I had self-made poutine.
Pancakes is always preferred.
And syrup. Except don't talk about syrup too loudly. Coal dust will come after us. He'll come after us with the paddle of Vermont. How dare!
He'll come over with a
No,
fresh
he's here! Run!
bottle of
Run! He's
syrup.
here! He's here, everybody!
Hold
Hello.
on, give me the real syrup, please. I miss it.
The real syrup is the best syrup. All other
Exactly.
syrup deserves to die.
Exactly.
Hi, Goldust.
Hello.
Hi.
Did I get that right, Vermont?
Brother Cole is watching you.
I'm actually serious. I think I thought it was Vermont, but now I'm not so sure.
What, Vermont maple syrup?
Yeah.
Or, okay, so one thing I will say.
Mm.
Maple syrup made in Vermont, New Hampshire, upstate New York, Canada, wherever, like, as long as it is labeled maple syrup, it's like proper maple syrup. If it's labeled breakfast syrup,
Yeah, no, that's sugar syrup.
No.
That's just sugar syrup.
there is a brand of breakfast syrup called Vermont Made. You'll notice it says Vermont Made syrup, and it's not actually 100% maple syrup. It's actually about 2%. It used to be 10% maple syrup. And fun fact, so the reason why that company came to exist was because some guys up in Burlington, Vermont were like, hey, what if we like made a cheaper maple syrup where it still had the maple taste, but like, you know, we combined it with like cane sugar or corn syrup or whatever they were using to make it cheaper. And so they did, and then it actually sold so much that it became the Rutland Railroad's largest customer in Burlington.
Oh.
All right,
Yeah.
then I guess a big important question is, what about the Fruity Pebbles syrup?
I will smite you.
I do not blame you. Okay.
Murder
Alright.
will happen.
Murder will happen, and I do not blame him.
Hey Cole, you want to know what the main ingredient is in the so-called pancake syrup? Like in Griffins that they sell a lot here? That I don't.
If
Corn
it's not-
syrup.
Not
You
surprised.
see, yeah, that's not surprising. But like, if you want real maple syrup, it comes from the tree and it's boiled down. That's what it is. No additives. It is just what it is on the tin. If you get maple syrup that says vegan maple syrup, it is just normal maple syrup. It's the same thing.
Okay.
All right. Anyway, jumping back on track here. So Vancouver coming up middle of January, and then HarmonyCon will be coming out at the end of January, beginning of February, and that's when we'll start the big rollout of pony conventions for the next year. Which, of course, funny enough, I just got a notice that Ponyville Cider Fest is asking for survey fill-outs for the convention and what thoughts on it for the next year. So yeah, a little funny there. So, let's go ahead and go on to the news, or what news we do have. Starting off with Wild Mains, because why not?
Of course.
Of
It's
horse.
a horse show at the moment.
It's of horse. But yes,
Of course.
Wild Mains 19, continuing the tradition where if it doesn't have Coco immediately saying, I bet you wonder how we got here, it is a music centered one. Which, yes, now we have another Wild Main song.
She's a pretty princess now.
Kind of. It's kind of funny. It's just like, okay, we tallied up the votes for who wins Ms. Wild. And apparently Coco won, but there's only like four or five ponies there, so it's... Well, apparently Wild is literally just, not exactly a one-horse town, but very small. So, yeah, there's a lot. This raises more questions than answers. But it's still an okay song. It's pretty interesting. I actually noticed one of the big things
Wide
that
as an ocean, deep as a puddle when it comes to the population.
No, here's a really dumb thing. I think I actually noticed something that they do in animation in order to make eyes look alive rather than just like staring directly into your soul.
Oh, did you finally figure it out?
A little bit, yeah, I think. So I noticed that the eyes were not stationary. You can actually see them. You can actually see them twitching around a little bit as they're talking.
Yep. That's just a simple thing. You just have it so it moves very slightly every now and again. It makes it so it's not as creepy looking as a still frame.
Which makes sense because, yeah, our eyes never really stay still. I mean, unless you're staring at somebody, if you're just, like, doing casual conversation, your eyes will tend to move around a bit. They're never staring unless you're purposely doing it.
Stary Bell.
Stary Bell.
Stay Bell.
But in any case, so yeah, that was a fun little thing to find out. And it was an okay video, you know. Enjoy it. It's Wild Mains. More Wild Mains. If you already liked Wild Mains, you'll be okay with that. Speaking of which, if you said, but I don't want Wild Mains. I want more Pony. I want more Tell Your Tale. Apparently, we actually do have that kind of. Because a fully... following up a release of the episode animatic, a fully animated version of episode 24 of Got to Trot has popped up. This, of course, was one of the episodes that never officially aired. So, you can see there are cracks in this. The animation is pretty good. The voice acting is pretty much on par, but there's hardly any sound effects. The audio balancing could still use a little bit of work, but you basically have a Tell Your Tale episode with a bunch of the ponies. So, yay! You still have something there. So, yeah.
Yippee!
In fact, this is probably the funny thing is this is one of the few I probably could actually play the entire thing without getting in trouble with Hasbro because it never was officially released. I'm not going to try that.
That's some dangerous waters you want to try out there.
It's some dangerously fun waters. But yeah, honestly, I recommend checking it out, especially if you want to see a Tell Your Tale episode that has never been told. And probably never will be officially told.
Seas.
It's on YouTube. It's on YouTube at the moment, so it's less high seas and more high grocery store high C.
Yep. The grocery store in High C. Fantastic place, actually. It's pretty fun.
Guess that sounded more funnier in my head.
Yeah, no, I got it. By the way, we can finally stop petitioning. My Little Pony has been officially added to the toy hell of... Oh my god, it's a misspell! Oh, I love that!
Beautiful.
Toy Hall of Fame.
The
Well, it
toy
is hell
Hall
for
of
some
Fame.
people.
I'm working on it. The hell...
This year was apparently all about 80s toys.
Yep. So, what? Ponies weren't the only ones.
I have watched the Transformers guy I normally do with news, but I'm going to find out his reaction later.
Yep. But anyway, the Pony Toy Hall of Fame.
Beautiful.
But yes, the National Museum of Play or the Toy Museum has finally officially designated to put in Pony. So now we can stop talking about it every year. It's finally in there. We're done.
You can finally quit horsing around.
What's the Hall of Fame? Okay. Wait, what's this? G2 has forgotten his G... Oh, okay. Okay, you know what? That's fair enough. G2 was a weird phase. But, you know, I'm still happy. I'm still happy. I'm honestly very happy. And now let's go ahead and move on from the Hall of Fame. So...
My parents were very sad that being a technician was not a phase.
Well, next we have the English version of the Kaio MLP cards showing up on eBay, of all places.
Kaioken?
Oh, Kaio can do it. But yes, these are the Chinese cards that actually are really interesting. Decent stock, interesting imagery. I mean, they look really nice. They're really cool stuff. And now now English versions are starting to pop up all over.
Well, of course, somebody just had to grab it, and now they can copy it.
Yeah.
God damn it. Sorry, for some reason the Caillou Can joke just made me think of this first Starbomb album, the Street Fighter song with Ken and...
Oh, yeah.
Also, oh, I see how you're doing it, dick penis, man. Can I beat you in a rap battle? Sure. Or can you lose to me in a rap battle? Sure you can.
Oh, I remember that. But yes, the Caillou cards are going to be hopefully popping up here, actually a little bit more storefrontish and not hoping a wild eBay auction sometime next month. At least that's the indication they seem to be getting. I'm still trying to keep an eye on things a little bit here, but I'm excited. I'm honestly excited. I mean, look at this. You got Twilight with glasses.
Look at that nerd.
I love nerds with glasses. I love nerd girls with glasses.
It's always funny when you take their glasses away and then they yell at you because they can't see.
That sounds so wrong. So, So you ready to make a horse into a horse girl?
I have to.
Well, I could have figured a better way to say this, but anyway, so a full set of pony clothing has come out from a company called Horseland in Australia.
Not my Horseland.
Let's
go to Horseland.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry you had to suffer through that.
No, I know.
Kidding? That show was awesome.
But yes, if anybody is really that determined, you can actually get an Applejack print horse gear setup, including saddlebag, ear bonnet, snuggle, stretch bug eye saver.
God, the horses I worked with when I was.
You can even get a hat silk and stocking socks, which, you know, good luck wearing those. But
those are kids, so yeah.
I say
You would have better luck converting the horse stuff to anything adult.
The horses I worked with when I was back as a farmhand, they would absolutely hate you if you tried putting that stuff on them.
Oh, I can imagine.
They're workhorses. They don't put up with your shit.
We're not here for amusement, Jennifer. We're here for.
Oh, we had one where if you annoyed her too bad, she'd start nipping at you.
Oh yeah, you have to be mindful of the horse because the horse is the boss. You are just there to maintain the horse.
But I half dare somebody to buy a.
Make the horse a bitch. The horse will make you its bitch.
No, here's a better thing. Just buy a whole set of this and find a furry horse cosplayer and give it to him.
Oh, that's funny. Okay, new scheme, new idea. Let's do this.
Yeah.
An Applejack cosplayer.
Oh no, even better. But that's a little bit harder to come by. But fair enough. All right, and finally, and yeah, there's a little bit only little news. Netherlands website Dino Toys has listed a set of including Misty.
Wow. Okay.
Nice.
Thank you.
Oh, to exercise the double out circuit.
Sorry, I got a really bad tickle in the worst way, right in the middle of that throat.
Why does Misty look higher than everybody else?
Oh, so that's where the tickle me up will touch you.
It's Zip that I'm wondering what's going on there. I mean, everybody else is pretty derped out, but Zip is like, I'm on shrooms. I'm on so many shrooms.
Oh, the next level shit.
Yeah.
She found the secret stash. That's what happened.
I'm on shrooms. Yeah. But yes, they have them listed up. However, they don't appear to be on any oh yeah, no, here we go.
It's got a candy mountain.
Okay, they're not quite available yet. Looks like they're still being advertised, but it is still cool that even though G5 is winding down, for lack of a better term, there's still some official merch coming out that we may never see, which is great. You know, this is the kind of stuff I was waiting for. Just the really horrible, ugly, weird plushies that you get to make fun of, but you honestly would still want to get a hold of one anyway. Like good old butt streamers and cardboard mains.
Yes.
Yeah.
The classic.
The good times.
Yeah, good
the better
times.
Or the Hasbro struck.
Well, you know what's better than the good times?
The better times?
Well, we got some really good times here because a new segment that I'm going to be introducing for the next month and a half or so, mostly because I think the news is going to really be slow for a while. Pony merchandise from the community.
Community merch.
And I'm going to start off with the one that, if you're watching this live and you care about this, you need to do this now. So let's go ahead and talk about it with Indiegogo having Draft Horses is doing an Indiegogo campaign with the Twilight Sparkle Secret Shipfic folder.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, art from 14 different artists with 36 new 36 card deck. This is only on pre-order from Indiegogo at this point, and it closes in 2 days. You have 2 days left to get it to fund into this, but it's already paid up. It's already paid in. It's going to happen. So, well, it's going to happen as long as, it actually happens properly. But, it's the funding has got the amount it's more than met the amount by a large margin, over 3 times the amount. So,
Nice.
yeah, so if you wanted to get your own pack of this, and I don't know if these packs are going to become available anywhere else, or if it's just going to be through here, and you still care about collecting for the secret Shiffic folder, which I bought into this yesterday. I kept remembering and then forgetting about this until literally yesterday, just a few days before dead time. So I'm luckily I remembered.
So how's your wallet?
It's screaming at me.
Ah, yes.
Always screaming at you.
No, I mean
But
this time it's saying why we were done now. The conventions were done. You were supposed to be done now.
What you don't understand is there's pitches. There's levels of screaming.
Yeah, this is the pitiful whining of you were supposed to finally let me fatten up again. What have you done?
My
See,
wallet
that was
is
my
really
wallet. It's like-
screaming, why? I'm in serious pain. Why?
Yeah.
My wall's like, yeah, it's finally winter. That means you're gonna quit working on vehicles, right? Right?
Yeah, get the whole meme going on there. But seriously, if you know anybody that's interested, let them know now. If you are interested, go and buy this now. If you're watching this on recording, I am so sorry, man. I hope you can find these. But seriously, go now. Get them now. I will put the link in our in the chat room. I'm not even waiting for you to look at the show notes. There, to the chat room. Go now. What are you doing?
Support these people.
I mean, that goes without saying, but yeah. I'm in support all of these people, but especially this.
I got mine.
See?
Good job.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Now,
Well,
for other things that don't require you to immediately jump on it, even though one of these things you may want to jump on a little bit now. Disana. Apparently a prolific pony cartoonist has been writing comics for quite some time, and they have a full 6-book set of a comic series called A Storm's Lullaby.
so y'all know how Tempest went away in the show?
No, I know she.
Well, it turns out she adopted a filly and is a gay lover.
You could have phrased that so much better. I mean,
Yeah,
my God.
that was, goddamn, that was very coarse there, dude.
That was beyond coarse. My God.
You
Okay.
made it like a nail on chalkboard.
Okay. So, this is a full-on comic series that has both digital PDF versions and physical print versions that are currently available through the Ko-Fi store for Disana. And of course, the reason I'm also bringing it up right now is they are currently running a special for 50% off of anything you buy until the end of November. You will need to find their Blue Sky or their Twitter to get the code. I don't have it on me available right now, but I did buy the books recently. The other problem is I think they ran out of the physical copies of book 2. I'm hoping to still get a copy of that at some point, still, somehow. But still, you can get digital versions even if you don't want the physical ones, and they even have a holiday special one, which is pretty cool. But, it's really awesome to see somebody going out of their way to get their comic printed out like this, and it looks really interesting. So, go and support your local Brony artist writer.
Their art style looks so familiar. Did I commission them at some point and not know?
I don't know. You might have. I can't say for
Might
certain.
have. It's like, huh.
Mm.
I've commissioned a lot of artists in the past. I can't keep them all straight.
All right. Now, this one, I'm not going to lie. This one is a lot more personal to me. Very much to me. So there's going to be a bit of a story behind all of this, but this is just the current results. So just to get things started, of course, some of you know I am in the Utah area, and I'm part of a few different Brony groups. Brony's Drinking Coffee was one of the big ones in Utah. It's kind of quieted down quite a bit since more recent times. The other group I'm part of is the Berry Tube community, which I've gotten a little bit more of a foothold lately. Now, in both of these communities, I did meet up with somebody who was in charge of one and was a big part of the other one, and kind of brought me into the Berry Tuber. He's the reason I am part of the Berry Tubers now, and he was called, basically, he had the nickname of Bunny. He made some he ran the Brony's Drinking Coffee group. He made a lot of great badges. He was a pretty awesome person. Unfortunately, he had a lot of stuff going on to the point where eventually he basically had to drop out of going to conventions, drop out of the Brony community, drop a job. Basically, there was a lot going on for his own health and sake, and that he had to go and take care of himself, which, from last I heard, he was doing well. Unfortunately, apparently, a few days ago, there was an incident that happened here in Salt Lake where somebody stole a car, doing the chasing around, and there were 2 people that unfortunately got hurt. And one of them was, unfortunately, our good friend Robbie, or Bunny, who actually got hit dead on by the car.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
They are not. They are okay. They have come back to consciousness. They are not in critical. They're still in bad condition, but they're not critical anymore, and they're on the slow road to recovery. But yeah, this was found out by both of the communities. I did spread the word a little bit, finding out both about the situation as well as the GoFundMe. So I know that a lot of people don't know him, but I would appreciate if word got spread out about this GoFundMe for a former Brony that did a lot of amazing things. This was brought up earlier. It wasn't me that started Steribell. This guy started Steribell.
Oh,
Damn.
He's the progenitor of Steribell. He's the progenitor of the door spam that I put on my door now.
You are carrying on a legacy of a person.
He did a lot of things that I realized are fun, are silly and fun, and they just add that little bit of weird enjoyment of just seeing something out of ordinary, but not harm, that doesn't harm anybody, and just adds a little bit of flavor of silliness, like just seeing random pony on somebody's hotel door, and just seeing like little pony images out in places you'd never would normally see it. It's silly fun, and I love it. I loved every bit about it. And this is the guy that helped start me on that path of insanity. So I just wanted to Chaos Sakai, it is not canon in any way. This is fan fiction in the pure fan fiction in the purest form. Yeah. By the way, also thank you for whoever found the blue. Oh, it was Toakoi. But yeah, thank you for posting out the code there, as well as the link to the Ko-fi shop there. Anyway, back on track on this one. But yeah, just if you could get the word spread out, even if you're not able to fund into the GoFundMe, basically it's just one of those things where the more that people know about what's happening, the more that we can help out, especially since this was somebody that didn't even deserve this. This was really wrong place, wrong time. And he's literally the only one that got massively hurt. Not even the driver got hurt as badly as him. Which, yeah, it's a ridiculously unfair thing. Anyway, we're gonna move on from that. All of the links there will be in the show notes. I haven't added them in yet because, admittedly, I came up with the idea late last night. And quickly grabbed a couple links, including the draft horses and the Disana Kofi shop. Moving on, let's go in. Let's do something a little bit more fun. I hate so much for this. The challenge of the week.
Your own personal Jesus.
No, we don't talk about Jesus. No.
I would never let him take the wheel. I'm afraid to steal the car.
So, the challenge of the week was by random choice, I might add, on a random wheel. Wait, your parents told you Jesus is real? And we also had the Protest Initiative challenge.
I legitimately forgot about that.
This is true. The Protest Initiative challenge was wind.
Alright. I'm not gonna lie, I could not think of anything for this. That wasn't feeling like I was teetering onto something really bad. So the best I could come up with was this. I drew this in about an hour. This was literally an hour's worth of work.
Nice.
Why would you do such a heinous thing and come after my plushies?
That's the only thing I could think of. I literally, do you know, I ran the gambit. I thought of everything about doing like a nighttime story where Twilight Sparkle is being read to by her mom, just like, be careful of Jesus, he'll bring quesadillas. just doing the joke about Jesus, and then I'm like, no, that's not gonna work. I'm gonna probably have to give him a mustache and a sombrero, and that's gonna be horrible. Do you know how many people are going to kill me for that? It's like, no. Okay, we can do normal Jesus. We'll do pony Jesus. Like, oh, do you know how many other people are gonna kill me for that? It's like, I can't win.
There's no winning.
So I literally just had a sign of random pony Jesus is coming for your plushies being blown into circuit. This is literally all I could think of. That would be funny. It would still kind of work, and I can make this vanish forever if I really need to. Hey, how much has taxed me in the weirdest ways?
What joke's on you, Jesus? I have no plushies.
Joke's on you, Jesus. I'm an atheist.
Jesus and crackers. But we also did get a few other random entries here. Rainstorm got a few new moving avatars there.
Oh yes.
Adorable.
I've had like tons of friends get those, and I've been tempted, but then I never have money when they reopen commissions.
I got it. I didn't even know. Well, I figured that she should have been commissions, but yeah, no, I would totally jump on this. This would have been so much. Yeah. This would be so awesome to have in like my Twitch streams or even in the Discord chat.
They're just your character here's.
Yeah, but
so,
that's.
Yeah.
There is one thing I am particularly proud. Actually, before getting into that one, Coldust, any thoughts on this atrocity?
Yes, good wind in the face. Good flyer wind. Good pierce of flyer.
Yes.
Good horse.
You know what?
Good stab.
The fact that it even looks as well as it did for just an hour's worth of work, it really shows how much I'm coming into my own when it comes to the arting and making everything look right.
Yeah, you're developing your own style.
It really is. And of course, the biggest evidence I have is not this one. No, the other one is the one I spent 3 days of work on.
Nice. Oh, that's cute.
Yes, this was for the challenge. This was for the challenge of a pony getting prepared for winter. And I figured the funniest thing would be the whole winter coat situation. What if spontaneous winter coating? So Pinky's just out in the snow, and then suddenly, poof! Spontaneous winter coat.
A snow pony, if you would.
Yeah. So. Yep, this one took a lot of effort. I kept an eye on how things should look, the hair, the dimensions of the hat, the coloring of the hat, everything. I went like completely AWOL on this one. But yeah, honestly, it came out surprisingly well, which I'm happy about. I'm honestly really happy about. One of the few times that even I could say, aw, Definitely. You gotta go running off?
Oh, I've been just that way for about over a week now.
I hate that.
buddy.
I love that and I hate it at the same time because I feel that.
I've only had like 7 actual meals like over this whole week and a half now.
That's not good.
Not that bad.
That's not good. Are you? No, that's still pretty bad. No. I just not able to eat anything, or
It's very not great right now.
okay. Well, I hope it gets better for you. I really do.
I can still work. That's the most important part. I can still do my 10-hour shifts out in the cold and blizzard.
Oh yeah, that's the most important part of your health: being able to work for 10 hours in the cold.
What the heck? Take care of yourself.
Please do.
Uh,
By the way, CMC, wherever you are, we love you.
CMC.
But anyway, yep, this is the only real entries that we got in content creation. But that's a good thing because we have one major thing. Hi, DM.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Can you provide a
I
link?
Story up because 1, I don't have much of a talking part, and 2, I seem to have misplaced it.
No, we had time now. There was time now. There was time now. All right. Well, while we see if we can figure out where the story is, let's do the.
It's still in Google Docs. Yeah.
Let's get the picker wheel up and going here real fast while we get that taken care of. All right. So the challenge of the week, of course, is done by randomized picker wheel. Unfortunately, and because of that, everybody gets a chance to get a prompt in for us to put onto the wheel. Once we get all of your prompts in, we randomize the prompts, then we shuffle the wheel and let it go and see what happens. And we immediately start off with song title. Remember, everybody gets 1 entry. You only get 1, but everybody gets 1. We will put them all in. It doesn't have to be pony specific. I mean, we just had Jesus, for crying out loud. So just go ahead and throw in there. We'll throw them all in. It is up to you if you want to ponify it or if you just want to make art or music or interpretive dance, claymation. If you want to cook a meal and then take a picture of it and say, this is my representation of song title. And Textalion is getting silly specific. I'm just seeing him. I just see him staring at the turkey, just like, I know all of that dark meat. Oh, I like that one when the Doom music kicks in.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. And actually, for once, it's not confusing or possibly offensive. Just stupid.
Scientific meme inventions of the Super Bowl. I hate everything about this.
Hey, like I said, it's not offensive, and it's not it's not potentially suggestive.
Oh God! I actually, no. Here's the dumb part. If this actually gets picked, I already have an idea of how I want to run with this. I already got the perfect idea of how to run with this. That is the sad part. All right, we got a few entries in here. Everybody gets 1. So if you want to get 1 in, now is the time. Now is your opportunity. Please get it in quickly as you can.
My tummy hurts and I'm not feeling brave about it.
You know what? I'll do it. Hurts.
I don't know, just the very bottom part, like, my tummy hurts. I'm not being brave about it. I just love it so much. It's a great sticker.
No, it's a great sticker. It reminds me of another one with, oh, she's being so brave, and it's Fluttershy calling to make the doctor's appointment on her own.
Yeah.
It's just like, I feel so called out on that, but I've done it.
It's too real.
Way
I sent
too
the
real.
story to you a while ago, circulating your DMs
Did you send it to my DMs? Okay.
on Discord, or was it in? Well, I posted to the backstage shows too, so I should look there as well.
Yeah.
I just with myself, I've learned it's better for me just to get it done with, or else I'll just procrastinate on a
And
phone
yes,
call and just
where
never
is
do
the
it.
plot is a suggestion.
Okay, yep, I cannot find it at the moment in the DMs between us, so if you could find it anywhere, that would definitely help. Otherwise, I'm literally randomly scrolling through everything and hoping that it pops out.
DMs between us sounds like a stupid parody of that one song by Bush.
Where's the plot? So I can see this going so many different directions. I love it. All right. All right. I think we got enough in there. And it doesn't look like we're gonna get any more entries. So let's go ahead. We're gonna shuffle the wheel entries. Let's give it a spin.
So I was in a stream before I jumped in here, and just the GM is doing an RPG. Just off the cuff, he was like, "So what do you see beyond the iron bars?" Like, God, that sounds like an album title, doesn't it? Beyond the iron bars.
It really do.
Well, guess what? It looks like we got our music title here because my tummy hurts and I'm not being brave about it. Congratulations, Deathlight. We got you actually got yours in.
There's all my luck for this week. Time to go and hide in the corner.
It pairs well.
Crashed again.
What?
I will say this pairs well with the Protest Initiative Challenge this week.
Hold on 1 second. I have to literally type this in because I had to type it in before. Okay. So, what do we got for the Protest Initiative Challenge?
The Protest Initiative Challenge this week is a full meal.
Oh, dear world. Oh, God.
For the record, I decided that before that was picked. I'm locking it in.
There you go, a couple of noodles.
Okay, so at the moment... Okay, Tech Stallion is out for the moment. GPU crash. CMC is out. They had to do a Windows update.
I just had to back out of the call and come back in.
And we got a wonderful Karen cup of noodles. And do we have the link to that story yet?
I'm getting close to the part where I posted content creation. Okay, let's see.
Hey, you realized how many food stickers I have from other servers? Just scrolling through them all.
This one. Okay, I'll DM it to you just in case I lose it again for whatever reason.
Oh, okay, we just need a link to it here. But even if
I'll
it's just
post a new in backstage. I'll just post it anew.
Perfect. Yep, sounds good to me. All right. So, at long last, Deathlight has to... Oh, wow. Deathlight has to write in the idea. So, DM made a story a long time ago, and we never got a chance to really even start trying to read through it, because, packed. Like, everything got packed. But now we actually have a little bit of breathing room. So we're going to try our best to get through some of the story. I don't know if we're going to read through the entire thing, because it's like 10 pages long. So we'll at least go through about 4 to 5 pages and see where we stand from there and see if we want to hold off until next week for the rest of it or just power through. I'll go ahead and get started, and if anybody wants to voice in, they can go ahead and do so. Otherwise, you're going to hear the wonderful cavalcade of voices that I have, and that will scare many, many people, especially the children's.
I'll be back in a few minutes.
See, the writer's already running away.
Scare the children.
All right. And speaking of which, yeah, I probably should stop drinking the alcoholic mixture I have. And
oh, but that's the best for your throat and mouth noises.
I know, right? A little bit of water. So, A Strange Package and Ruffled Feathers by DM21. A poster of a green pony can be seen pinned up against a blister board hung up by a blue metallic pony moments ago. It hummed a well-known pony song with static cutting in and out as it sourced up the environment, with streamers hung against walls, with napkins and party hats neatly arranged around the table areas. The bar area had recently been cleaned, as the counter and glassware sparkled as a result of the immaculate washing and scrubbing that went into making the workplace pristine. In the kitchen, situated behind the bar, a light blue stallion can be seen going over a list, checking things off.
Hey, everything coming along nicely.
The stallion mumbled to himself.
Now all we're missing are balloons and circuits give.
He walked up to the door and opened it partially.
I know.
He shouted, making sure a certain robot would hear him.
Yes, Suki?
The robo-pony replied. Reboot the pony. Well, okay, we gotta reboot the pony.
I'm pretty sure that's still Toa.
I'm pretty sure too.
Okay, it's hard to know. Okay, when did CMC say he and
No.
Cole...
No, try again.
Okay, what do you require?
There we go.
What did CMC say he and Cole will be back with the Twilight Parade float for Circuit's surprise birthday party?
Circuit immediately aged to 80. Suki asked as he checked his phone with his free forehoof.
They said they'd be back with plenty of time before Circuit gets back from work.
Circuit feels really old all of a sudden, and Suki is slowly becoming shaggy. with Toa Doa Do. The robot plane. The robot plane.
More thinking. They're like, there's too many ostriches.
Oh wait a minute. Oh yeah, Don Knotts got a Don Knotts.
They said they'd be back with plenty of time before Circuit gets back from work.
The robot plainly stated.
That was 2 hours ago.
Suki responded in whiny annoyance.
With running Tab off on vacation for this weekend, we have all the time in the world to clean up afterwards.
Suki turned on his phone to call them.
Wait, the thing wasn't on when I was looking at it?
Apparently not.
This is DM, remember?
The hell does that mean?
We need to, because we're gonna get moments where we're gonna be shouting at the top of lung, and we must face our half-life, full-life consequences.
The pants were on fire.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, we need. Okay, I'm done with the voice now. Yeah, we need to take advantage of this golden opportunity while we can.
Just as the phone ringing started up, he heard a knock at the back room.
Wonderful.
As he disconnected the call.
Wonderful.
That must be them.
Suki put his phone away and trotted towards the back area. It served as an extra storage room as sorts and has a back door to move things in and out of the building without disturbing the patrons of the Brony Show bar.
We have patrons?
Suki, Suki exclaimed.
Hey, you Circuit, what are you doing to mechanic?
I don't know.
Anyway, what kept you two?
Suki was greeted by a gray Pegasus with a white mane and bat wings when he answered the door.
Oh, it's you. Look, Gray, if you have something to deliver, can we speed it up, preferably without any mayhem?
Suki finished in a hurry. Gray is a local delivery Pegasus pony who happened to be part draconic with sprouting bat wings, goat back legs, and another aspect. The gray pony has griffin forearms, talons, and all. You can see who the designated OC is for this story.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, his chaos magic is unstable, so if he ever uses it to help out or get out of a jam, it tends to backfire. Thankfully, he knows better, but sadly, the RNG of life says otherwise. Gray gave the blue pony a once-over glance at his warm welcome.
Seems like you're having a rough day.
The Dracone pony inquired.
Don't you start.
Suki interrupted.
We have a surprise party for Circuit to throw, and more than half our staff are unavailable due to their other jobs. And the crew members that are dicking around, Celestia knows where. Wait.
Don't ask. Just keep going.
God damn it. No, it's like sorry. I had a way of saying that, and then it turns out your grammar fucked me up here. Okay. Anyway, knows where when they should have their flanks here helping.
Gray was about to speak up when Suki shoved his hoof into the Pegasus muzzle.
We only have so much time until
That's
running
like a
tab
real
comes
bottom
back in a
line.
few days.
Suki breathed a sigh of frustration.
So unless you know where CMC and Cole are, please, for the love of Luna, please leave whatever package you have. Leave it by the door inside.
DM21 shoved Suki's foreleg off his face.
Yeah, I forgot. I wrote. This is where I wrote. Came back the other day and wrote it, and I forgot that I put my show name instead of my OC's name in there.
That's okay, Gray.
I would if it weren't for the fact that I'm here on behalf of CMC.
Gray snorted irritatingly. Suki returned the phone he plucked out a few seconds ago back into his vest.
Then why didn't you say so?
Suki perked up.
Where are they?
DM21 cleared his throat before he delivered the message.
DM,
Okay.
Damn it, I want my singing telegram.
This is your singing telegram. You better say it now. Okay,
Oh,
go.
wasn't Tech taking that role?
Oh, wait a minute. Is this Gray or DM21?
It's Gray.
They're both.
They're the same. They're the
Ray and
same.
DM are the same character.
Anyway, DM21 will be delivering a box.
Earlier.
Oh, we are at the lake dealing with the situation that is most foul. Me and Cole will return as soon as possible. DM21 will be delivering a box of balloons and the giant Twilight Sparkle inflatable pool boy to the rest of the way. Sincerely, Breezy Matt Captain. Are you serious?
No.
Wait until I get-
No. Hold on.
There's supposed to be a separate. There's supposed to be a separation there.
Yeah.
In fact, that needs to be. That probably needs to be just. That probably needs to be indented to a new paragraph on its own.
Pretty much, yeah.
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 Probably. Yeah.
Anyway, are you Anyway, are you serious? Wait until I get my hooves on them.
Hold your houses. I mean,
DM21 interrupted. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, okay. Close enough.
Sorry for leaving you with the rest of the preparations, guys. Don't be too hard on Cole upon our return.
An irritated look appeared on Suki, as if a magician swapped his facial expression in the blink of an eye.
Slow shit, damn it all. Are you available to lend a hoof today?
Suki asked Gray.
Dude.
Okay, he did try to say the line, actually.
Oh.
Apparently it's just cut out.
Okay. Gray replied. Suki checked on the time of his phone.
They better have a good explanation when they come back.
Suki crumbled to the ground, catching himself from falling on the door. Yeah.
You okay, Suki?
Gray asked in a concerned tone.
Why now? Sorry, Gray, get Toa to help you bring it in. I gotta rush to the can.
Suki asked him.
Oh.
A look of discomfort suddenly sprawled across his face.
I take a few minutes for my lunch break to lighten the load.
DM21 said. Gray.
Oxygen!
As Suki ran towards the facilities. Before he entered the bathroom, the stallion quickly shouted,
Toa, can you help Gray bring in the balloons and circuits gift while I take care of some personal business?
holding the bathroom doorway slightly ajar.
Of course, Suki.
The robot responded from the bar room. Suki quickly closed the door and locked the door. And then he shut the door, and then he... okay, sorry. And Toa entered the back room.
then I fused the door, and then... then I licked the door. Then I loved the door. Then I held the door.
Then Toa entered the back room and saw Gray lifting one end of the long package part way through the entrance.
How may I be of assistance?
Toa asked the Pegasus delivery pony.
You can carry this end in while I lift from the other end from outside.
Gray instructed.
I have to get back to my route right afterwards, so you'll have to carry the other box in yourself. Now, where do you guys want?
He asked.
We plan on setting them up before a second arrives. I'll see if it's the correct size and inspect the toy for tears and rips.
Toa quite robotically stated while Circuit questioned what in the world was going on.
Kidoki, let's get them in here.
At the lake, thank God. Two stallions can be seen looking upon the lake with great interest, their eyes laser focused on the rippling waves and animals swimming on top. I believe that this is CMC and Coal Dust. If anybody wants to partake of their voicing, or if they want to self-voice so that nobody mocks them.
Now, where did you last see him, Cole?
The pink pony asked his compar diary.
Okay, I guess I can try and not screw this up. Oh shoot, where's my line?
It's the very
Page 3, very bottom.
the page.
Oh, okay,
page
okay.
Whose line is it, anyways?
I don't know.
I saw him over there, or I saw him over towards the thistle weeds. I got to it. Fuck, I can't read out loud. I got to get it back, no matter how long it takes CMC. The gray unicorn replied. Oh, that's...
the gray unicorn replied, his eagerness to talk continuing on, fixing the alignment of his glasses with his telekinesis. CMC scratched his pink and blue streak mane from the ravaging mosquitoes. Thankfully, the pests avoided his face due to his mustache and sideburns. However, the gray pony wasn't so fortunate, as they were feasting upon him. Cole's brown fluffy hair only provided more incentive for the insects to target him, as sweat trickled down his forehead due to the stress of the sweltering heat. Or the sweltering heat, I guess.
Can't you just replace it? You must have others at home.
CMC commented.
Sadly, no.
Cole firmly stated.
Feather gave me that conductor's hat. It has sentimental valve.
Cole, I love you. Cole scanned the lake again with binoculars.
Oh man.
I'm not letting that waterfowl get away.
All right, we'll look for the hat thief a little longer.
CMC levitated his phone to check the time.
Good thing we came across DM when he did. He was returning from big delivery, so he had the equipment to deliver skiff for us.
Why did you guys give me a giant blow-up Twilight Sparkle? That is really...
Oh no, it's a parade.
Cole, that does not help! Cole replied.
Did I forget to include it was a pool toy?
No, you did. I'm just having fun with the giant
Okay,
inflatable
just
Twilight
making
Sparkle
sure.
part.
I hope Suki won't be too angry when he gets back.
Cole worriedly pointed out.
Good thing he has Toa with him. So he might be fine.
After realigning the ocular device, Cole returned to the task at Hoof.
I'm sure those two will get things done.
Cole briefly stopped to adjust his binoculars as CMC surveyed the left of the lake, using the zoom function on his mobile device to aid in the search.
I'm not so sure of that.
CMC suddenly said. His face lit up as he remembered something important. Cole's ears rose up in attention.
How so?
Well,
Cole asked.
you see, I noticed Toa's power supply was randomly shutting off this morning.
Cole tried to lend his ear while looking across the body of water for the feathered fiend.
He said he'd take an hour off to recharge his battery, but I didn't see him take one before we left.
A hint of concern felt in CMC's voice.
I hope you remembered to tell Suki to get a reminder.
Suddenly, CMC's train of thought was derailed when Cole pushed his friend into a nearby bush. Pushed into a nearby bush.
CMC.
That's you.
What are you doing?
CMC was cut off by the unicorn's hoof to the mouth and gestured a sign of silence with the other.
There he is.
Cole quietly whispered. Both unicorns poked their heads out of the bush to see an ordinary duck wearing Cole's conductor hat swimming towards the shoreline in close proximity to them. They both ducked back down in before the duck turned his head in their direction. Both unicorns looked at one another. CMC put away his phone and turned to face his friend, who still held the binoculars with his magical aura.
So, how do you want to do this?
And now for the next set of voicings. Elsewhere, on the second floor bedroom of a certain purple female hippogriff rumbling through her bedroom dresser. The purple creature was wearing something. The purple creature was wearing something resembling a corset, and her two-toned red and orange hair done up in a ponytail which bounced in various directions from searching the dresser's contents. Before we go any further, this resident's name is Luminous Wave, aka Lume. She had been volunteering her services to the Brony Show podcast while working at the bar to pay her bills. In her spare time, she's an avid gamer. She even streams games for the crew when no pony else is available.
Aha, there they are.
The hippogriff took out long, see-through socks.
Thought you could hide from me, didn't you, you little devils?
Lumi giggled.
I'm so glad my package came in this morning.
Turning her towards the big box behind her.
Finally, after months of saving up in between buying a few games I couldn't sleep on. And I detail. Okay, what?
Yeah, this is when an author realized, oh god, I could write it, but I can't read it.
Buying a few games I couldn't sleep on and a detailed description. I finally
have my very own doll.
She sat on the edge of her bed, putting her socks on.
I'm so glad I called in sick yesterday.
She gleefully chirped as she rolled up the other soak on her other leg.
I misplaced the O and the A. I have the whole day to enjoy this now. No one would be none the wiser, and their eyes are all downstairs.
As she stood up. Wait, what? You know what? No, I'm Lumi walked up to the package and sliced open the tape that held it closed.
I had to put the recipient down as the Brony show to avoid another lecture about my frivolous spending.
Lumi doing air quotes with her talons, with an exhausted expression painted across her face.
I know they're looking out for me,
Lumi pointed out.
But it's my money and I choose how to spend it.
She turned her head in the direction of her trash bin in the corner of her bedroom. Its contents consisted of candy bar wrappers, photocopies of receipts of Genshin Impact, and a stained dakimakura of a certain former Leaf Village. Oh my god! I hate everything about this!
Why did I watch more anime before buying him?
The hippogriff sighed and shook her head.
Well,
Lumi shrugged.
We all make mistakes.
Like reading this.
Now.
Lumi shifted her gaze back to the unsealed package, claw digits moving eagerly.
Let's get down to business.
To defeat the Huns. As she took out the paper stuffing, she began talking to herself once more.
I hope it doesn't have any rips or tears.
Lumi's eyes widened as her excitement turned to confusion.
Wait, I didn't order this.
She took out a deflated, inflatable plastic thing and found a receipt.
Chillaxed Fun Incorporated. Oh, no. Where is it?
The hippogriff questioned as she frantically searched through her phone to look up the tracking number. Lumi's eyes dilated in horror as she read the email in her head.
Hello, Luminous Wave. Your package has been delivered. Thank you for purchasing our product at the Buck Shop. Etc. Etc. Etc.
However, it wasn't the location that made her mind race, but the time of delivery.
Tell what the fuck are you? Oh wait, that's Suki. Sorry.
Wait, no,
We don't know who that is.
Yeah, that is Suki. I forgot to put that down.
All right, random Suki line.
Oh, the hell! What the fuck are you doing?
Hearing those words elicited Lumi's mad dash out of the room, dropping her phone on the ground. The screen read, "Delivered 10 minutes ago."
Oh,
And for there, we're gonna go ahead and pause this for the moment, just because.
I get it, because Lumi's what, upstairs or something like that.
Yeah.
Like,
Mhm.
okay, so that was supposed. I get it now. That was supposed to be like heard in the distance.
Yeah.
So we need to bookmark ourselves on page 4.
No, not really. We got the page cut off on 4, so it's easy enough bookmark to remember for the next time.
Alright.
So, it looks like a package swap. Who'd have thunk it? What's gonna happen now? And why am I questioning so many things about all of this too? What was she gonna do in her room for the entire day with a stuffed version of her? You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and close this out. We'll talk.
You don't want to know. It's
I
already
don't.
been done with this
Yeah.
Pokemon.
DM, do you have explaining to do after the show?
No, we do not. We're not asking anything. We're gonna move right on to
No,
the.
you just let the story speak for itself when you pick it up.